So, hello and welcome back. Second part of my try and fly with the Dash 8 of Pmdg. So we've just managed to start all our engines. We're ready for taxiing and we're going to taxi now towards runway 08 left. I'm going to release the parking brake. So doors are still on manual. Okay. Auto brakes RTO. Doors should probably be on automatic, shouldn't they? Yeah, but it's the kind of things where I'm not sure how I would do that. Possibly somewhere here, let me see. FS actions, doors, arm all. And doors, automatic. There we go. Ha, that was easy. Okay, let's go to the legs page. Yeah. Alright, then let's go. Oh. Reverse. Hello. Why are we in reverse mode? Hello? There's something strange. Could you check that? Uh-huh. Not sure why that is, but what a big aircraft, huh? Yeah, I'm not sure how much you can see of it in the video, but I can see a lot of flickering due to the relatively low anti-aliasing settings and 3D settings. But yeah, that's the compromise. If you have a relatively low-end rig, as I do, the flicker is kind of the compromise that you have to take in order to have decent performance above 20 frames. But if you consider the complexity of this aircraft, you can see the quality of programming. Precision Manuals is really very, very good when it comes to that. Oh, this is a big bird. Oops, I think we're a little bit fast. Yeah, we're slightly on the fast side here. I'm steering with the rudder pedals. I think you can also set it to steer with the ailerons, but yeah, I prefer to use the. I don't have a steering column anymore because the Z-axis of my Logitech is unfortunately kaput, more or less now. It doesn't really work at all anymore, and therefore I'm doing it with the rudder pedals. Yeah, so let's see what the middle is. Ding ding. Ding ding. Ding ding is something came in the FMC or so. We shall see. Okay. Parking brake. Let's see what the ding ding was. Was there any ding ding I can see? I still need a view here. I need to program a view. Yeah. No, there's no ding ding here, so I think we're fine. The fuel tank engine thing still is this discrepancy between the fuel tanks, but yeah, I'm not going to worry about that now. So let's put on the transponder. TARA So traffic is on, the TCAS message went away. I'm going to put weather on here, and I'm going to put terrain mode on this end, because it does have terrain. Alright, then we'll put on the landing lights. And the strobes, and off we go. I have actually 0 power. Okay, so once it has started rolling, it will happily roll along with the idle thrust. So, oh yeah, almost. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, before takeoff, yeah, flaps is set. LNAV, VNAV, and well then, there is a little click spot here on this screw, which is basically activating the toga mode. So, takeoff power set. Nice sounds.
V1.
Rotate 55, yeah. There's no... I think you can configure that. Apparently this one doesn't have the rotation call, but that can be configured. Oh. Positive rate, gear up. I'm now following the flight director, and if you have seen my X-Plane SSG-8 try and fly, the flight director was all over the place. Yeah, here you can really nicely follow the flight director. Yeah, very nice. Flaps 1, flaps 5, I mean. And I activate the autopilot, Command A. Ooh, something's wrong with my saturation settings. No, that's a bit too much. That is a bit too much. Let's bring this back. Still looks a bit too much. It's rather bright, isn't it? Okay. Let me reduce this slightly, because that is that doesn't look right. Ah, that's better. Yeah, but now everything is a bit dark, isn't it? Okay. Let's bring up the brightness again. Yeah, it's a bit more grayish now, but I think it was a bit too much. And flaps up. So auto brake is off. It already automatically disabled itself. We are on LNAV VNAV. It's now following the route. As we can see nicely now. Delta Mike 079, then comes anchor. That's the end of our departure route. Frames 29, so I'm happy with that. You can see that I have reduced the amount of objects in the graphics settings, so yeah, you don't see a lot of trees and houses, but that keeps it acceptable with very complex aircraft like this. Oh, we have fuel override 3 and 2 aft. Okay. Okay. So frames still somewhere fluctuating a little bit now because it has a bit more to do, but we end up at 29 more often than being lower than that, so I'm quite happy with that performance. So it climbs quite happily. We are light. There isn't really a lot of payload on. Just the 60 tons or 48 tons of fuel, which is not that much. Oh no, 145, that was it. Yeah, 145. No, 14.4 tons. That's it. So we're at Akini. We have, oh, the transition altitude. I didn't actually set the 5,000. Yep, let's do this for the descent. Go to forecast here, and then you enter the, oops, the transition altitude, at least then for the way down. Yeah, Pmdg doesn't set this automatically. You can define a default, but it will not automatically determine. Now it's an FMC message. What does it want us to do? Reset MCP altitude. The top of descent is coming soon. It will then want to go to flight level 150. And here comes the famous Bamta corner, and we shall see how this aircraft fares. Okay, top of descent is coming closer. Yep, vertical path. VNAV path is on. It takes back power, reduces to the descent speed of 290 or something, or what is that? 260? Yeah, so this is ORBX, Land Class Europe. And you can see a certain fuzziness, and that's something that has been introduced with the ORBX textures. That's why I need to bring my CPU to the highest level, so that it is able to catch up on drawing the textures and loading the textures. Otherwise it would see nothing in about 10 minutes from now. So here comes the bumped corner. Being a true Pmdg, I'm pretty sure it will gracefully get rounded. We are now in the descent. Be a good Pmdg. Don't make a bot job of that corner. I mean, the path looks reasonably okay. Yeah, now it goes. Yeah. So no turning to the left. Very good. So, while we're at it, let me quickly add another view. And I call that EFB. Alright. And then I'm going to move. To the EFB. Alright, let's save this. I have this great tool here, Chaseplane, and now I'm going to provide it with a key. Okay, I use the one remaining free key on my external on this number keyboard keypad. Okay, let's go and call that up. So performance, landing performance. I'm going copy FMC data, show takeoff. So let me see. Let's go to initRef. And I'm going to choose flaps 30. Whoops. I might be doing something wrong here, but why is this red? Is this... Okay. So this is all green. 08 left. Echo Delta Delta Mike. Search ident. Ah! Well, maybe I had to do this again. So for some reason it was red. Fair enough. Now I need to provide the wind data again. We had that before. 092 with 04, 13 degrees, QNH 1013. And the landing weight, okay, then let's get the landing weight from the FMC, 270. Calculate. So it suggests 147, VREF 30 plus 5, so it's 141 plus 6, so yeah, it's, somehow this thing and this thing, they're close, but they're not exactly the same. But you can see, and I'm pretty sure I could copy that over then to the FMC. Okay, we have overshot a little bit while I was looking at the EFB, but it appears to be correcting. Don't forget, this is a very large aircraft, so it has to take a wide berth, and that is, it's difficult to quickly react. But it didn't do too badly. Yeah, it is on the route, and we are actually too high. I need to provide the next descent for 5,000. And I'm going to see if it can deal with it on its own. So where are we turning? Okay. All right. Yeah, don't forget to activate the altitude by clicking on the knob here. Press that knob. So I'm watching now how it will descend automatically. Okay, in the meantime, auto brake 1. Let me quickly see if my programmed yeah, EFB key works. Yeah, I have no doubt that we're going to see a perfect alignment and perfect descending and perfect everything in this aircraft. As usual, I'm going to have it do an auto land, category 3. So I seem to get warnings from OBS that this somehow over, yeah, with some encoding things. Some encoding overload. Let me check what's the, yeah, graphic card is okay. Alright. By the way, a lot of the CPU and also the GPU that is used by OBS has to do with the preview. So I often turn the preview off once I know that everything is fine, and that saves another few cycles. So the send checklist, yeah, recall. I guess we still have that message, the fuel tank message, yeah. Notes checked, auto brake is 1, landing data, oh yeah, VREF, can't remember, what was it, 141, plus 5 would be 146, minimums 200, yeah. Setting the minimums can be a bit of a slow and tedious task. As you can see, it is actually rather slow. I thought there was some mode where it would go faster, but this takes ages. So we are below 10,000, that's fine. If we would be above 10,000 at Mike, we would have a problem, as we have seen in with other aircraft. Now this is a bit slow. I need to read up on that. Holy cannoli. Come on. Okay, 200. Right, what do I want to check? Oh yeah. Yeah, we're 21.5 miles from the airport. The ILS can already be seen. IMNE 081. Okay, have we got a shift already in the... So we're turning. Landing data approach briefing is complete. Next is the approach checklist. Frames still above 27. So that's all very well. Moving of these windows can be a bit slow. Okay. Performance still near 30. No blurry textures. Fine so far. So D128 left, L. We are almost, yeah, the descent is fine. We'll be at 5,000 Magat, no problem. Okay. 081. I'm going to arm the approach. Localizer armed, glide slope armed. We'll be at 5,000, more or less, bang on at Magat. Cool. And I'm going to bring it. Oops! Oh no! Hang on. I can't use. I have to check the key. There's something wrong. Okay, flaps 1. There's the runway. Flaps 5. So LNAV and VNAV is off. I'm in charge now of the speed. Glide slope is captured. Localizer, we're still a little bit off, but it's catching on. Speed check, flaps 10. Nine miles. Ding dong. Eight miles. Go down. Speed check, flaps 20. flaps 30. VREF plus 5, 141 plus 5 is 146. Rollout arm, flare arm, so the Autoland Land 3 is green. Which means we have everything done. All the lights are still on. I forgot to turn them off actually. Doesn't matter. Checklist incomplete. Okay. Altimeters. Speed brake. Oh yeah. Armed. Or it's actually hard to find that arm position. Alright. Now we are complete.
Approaching minimums. Minimums. $100. 50. 30. 20. 10.
Okay. Reverse. Auto brake active. 80 knots. 70 knots. 60 knots. I want to take this next one, manual braking. And off we go. And the autopilot off. Yeah, I think. Yeah, I'm fighting against the autopilot. I forgot. My key. I haven't yet defined the key to turn off the autopilot yet. Forgot about that. Okay, auto brakes disarmed. Now it's off. Speed brake in. Flaps up, and I'm going to start the APU. While we are taxiing back. Strobes off. Yeah, that was easy. This aircraft supports you as a pilot a lot. Everything goes really automatic. So yeah, I'm going to add a little bit of saturation again. I think that's a little bit on the gray side. A bit better. Yeah, frames, yeah, they partially drop here at the airport. They partially drop at 20, sometimes a little bit lower, but then they come back again. So they fluctuate a bit more in this high complex environment of Munich Airport. Flight directors off. Auto throttle off. Yep, auto throttle disconnect. All right. So let's find a suitable position. I think that one might be. Not sure if I need to stand at A or B. Are there no guiding systems here? I thought that Munich should have those. Am I... well, parking brake on. Okay. Okay, APU is on, also on the bus. Ding dong. Okay, the question is now, what about the gates? This parking is too I mean, almost any parking position in Munich is too small for this. This keeps complaining, but there's a trick. It's you can reset the position. Oops, because I haven't found any parking position where GSX would just tells me, yeah, oh, it's okay. So, terminal gate, front entry 1 left. Aft 2 left. Confirm selection. Aha. So that's SODE here in Munich in combination with GSX. Jetways operation complete, and I could now go and open the doors by going to FS action doors and open this one and open this one. Yeah, and then I could bring all the cargo and all the other things, but we're not going to do that now. So that's the Pmdg 747-8 extension. As I say, you need the original 747-400 version 3 or the new Queen of the Skies. Yeah, unfortunately the COVID virus has also managed to let these big aircraft disappear from the skies, because together with the A380, I think a lot of airlines are now considering their position on 4-engine aircraft, and there has been some bad news for those. I guess the 747-400, what hasn't already been retired, will probably retire after this, if not already sent to the to the parking spots in the desert or to the boneyard. And the A380s, the Lufthansa, for example, is not going to continue using the A380. This probably also means that Airbus definitely will stop production of any 4-engine aircraft, and I'm not sure what's going to happen to the Dash 8 here. It could be used still as a cargo airplane, although, well, the Dash 8 at least is a bit more fuel efficient and is better than the older 400. But yeah, the future belongs to the long-range wide-body likes of A350 and Dreamliner, the 787. I think that's where the future, at least the recent future, lies. I think we have seen the end of the era of 4-engine aircraft. Nevertheless, I love sitting in this one here, and I'm still going to use it also on flights, simulated flights in the future. Okay, I hope that was interesting enough. Really, really nice add-on. Yes, it's expensive, especially because you have to buy both parts, so you end up with a reasonable bill if you want to own this one here. But I think it's worth it. There's also a cargo variant, so for those cargo flyers amongst us, Pmdg has offered everything you need. Okay, that's it. Thank you very much, and until next time.